When I entered my school, I was totally mesmerized by the facilities put in place by our beloved founder president Dr. R. Varadarajan sir, and was awed by its ambience. I felt like I was in a temple of knowledge. I realized how lucky I am to study in such an institution.
Hello friends, this is Seju Bhanshali from Standard 9. Today I am here to share with you a memorable experience of how I made a cartoon documentary. I and my friends had a great time making this documentary. You know that in our school, special training programs are conducted under the STC, such as student training, classroom training and 9-table training programs, which promotes the holistic development of a student. The credit for this goes to our visionary founder president of NES and SVB Group of Institutions, Dr. R. Varadarajan sir, who is very committed to the cause of education and provides the best infrastructural facilities to each one of us to become an ideal student, fully conscious of his or her duties and responsibilities. We were inspired by the high ideals of our institution and tried our level best to become an ideal student, especially after one of our classmates won the coveted title. Our teacher had instructed us to prepare a skit on topic of an ideal student, but due to the corona pandemic, we were unable to coordinate with other students and assemble in our school. I felt very sad because we couldn't help our teacher. During a lecture that day, I got inspired by a new technique of story narration, which was being used by a science teacher using a modern technology app. And thus, we hit upon an idea of presenting the concept of an ideal student in the format of a cartoon documentary. Under the guidance of our teacher, we surfed the net for further information on how to use the technology app. And this time, we were successful in making our cartoon document. So now, let's watch our cartoon film on an ideal student. Hello, this is Hetviya. I'm going to be the narrator of this story. So, first of all, let me introduce you all of my story's characters. My story characters are Rahul, Rahul's mother, Ajay, Rahul's best friend, English teacher, science teacher, and at last, Rahul's class teacher. A young boy Rahul, studying in a reputed institution, NES High School in Mumbai, attends an award function. He is very impressed with the achievement of his best friend Ajay, who had won the Ideal Student of the Year award. He congratulates his friends on his success and goes home. At Rahul's home.
Mom, how can one become an ideal student?
Why are you asking me this, son?
My friend Ajay won this title in today's prize distribution ceremony. I also want to win this prestigious award.
You have to work hard and be disciplined. You have to obey and respect your teachers and ensure that you complete and submit all your assignments on time. I will teach you a Sanskrit shloka which means Panchalakshanam or the 5 qualities of an ideal student.
Please teach me the shloka and its meaning.
Kakcheshta bako dhyanam. Shwan nidra tathayach. Alpahari griho tyagi. Vidyarthi Panchalakshanam.
What is Kakcheshta?
It is the story of the thirsty crow, which tirelessly puts pebble after pebble into the earthen pot to raise the water level, and finally quenches its thirst.
And what does Bako Dhyanam mean?
It refers to the power of concentration. The crane, which stands on one leg, focused on catching the big fish, doesn't allow itself to get distracted by the small fish swimming around it. The moral of the story is that sometimes we have to let go of the smaller things in life to achieve the larger goal.
Yes, Mom, that's very interesting. There are so many good qualities that we can learn from nature.
You are right. Nature is the best teacher.
What about Shwan Nidra Tathaivich?
It means always stay alert like a dog.
Okay. What is the meaning of Alpari Grihatyagi?
Alpahari means we should give the right inputs to our senses. Tell me, what are our sensory organs?
Eyes, nose, ears, tongue, skin.
Yes, E for eagerness, N for nature, E for efficiency, T for technology, S for sincerity. Apart from these 5 senses, we have a 6th sense that tells us instinctively whether our decision is right or wrong. Grihotyagi refers to the ancient Gurukul system of education, where the student leaves the comfort zone of his home and ventures out into a new world in quest of knowledge.
Now, I understand the meaning of Vidyarthi Panch Lakshanam, which the 5 qualities that an ideal student should possess to achieve success.
I am sure that one day, you too will become an ideal student like your friend. Congratulate him on my behalf and convey my blessings to him.
Yes, Mom.
Next day, Rahul meets his friend Ajay to discuss about the qualities of an ideal student.
Hi Ajay, congratulations.
Thanks, Rahul.
What efforts did you make to become an ideal student?
I just did my routine work as best as I could, and put in maximum efforts to organize myself in a disciplined manner, and took part in all academic and co-curricular activities. I never remained absent even for a single day, and committed myself totally to my studies. I always follow my teacher's instructions and the rules of our institution.
You are absolutely right. I am inspired by you. Keep up the good work.
The next day in school, Rahul asked his English teacher about the qualities of an ideal student.
Good morning, Miss. Can you enlighten me about the qualities of an ideal student?
Of course. To become an ideal student, you must be sincere, honest, frank, brave, kind, selfless, punctual, and have leadership qualities.
Thank you, Miss.
Welcome. A student's life also involves recreation, networking, learning, representation, and participation in academic and co-curricular activities.
Yes, Miss, I will definitely follow your advice.
The next day, Rahul meets his class teacher and discusses about the duties and responsibilities of an ideal student.
Good morning, Miss. Please tell me something about the duties and responsibilities of an ideal student.
An ideal student must be mentally and physically fit, must respect and listen to others, be obedient and disciplined both at home as well as in the school, must actively participate in all activities and maintain friendly relations with other students.
What about the responsibilities?
An ideal student must be aware about his responsibilities. He must be well prepared for the class, always be regular and punctual, and complete and submit all assignments on time. He must do his homework on a regular basis, and manage his time efficiently. He must take care of school property and must be disciplined and well organized. Whatever you do, you must always strive to do your best. Develop your communication skills by being an avid reader.
Thank you so much, teacher. I will follow your advice.
Next, Rahul seeks out a science teacher for some guidelines on an ideal student.
Good morning, miss. I have some queries. Can you clarify them?
Of course, Rahul. Please don't hesitate to clear your doubts.
Can you guide me on how to become an ideal student?
Come, let us sit AMD talk. There are various methods that you can adopt to become an ideal student. You should learn efficiently, be well organized, attentive in class, do your homework regularly and always be humble. Inculcate the habits of self-discipline, develop healthy habits and always be curious to learn new things. Be a lifelong learner, and learn to distinguish between good and bad, fact and fiction, and vice and virtue. Believe in yourself and respect others. These are the traits of an ideal student.
Does our school provide us any scope to develop these qualities?
What do you mean? Did you take part in the student training program, classroom training and 9-table training program?
Of course, ma'am.
What did you learn from them?
I learned how I can develop good study habits, become a leader, and apply my knowledge in the real world.
That means you are aware about the requirements of an ideal student.
Yes, ma'am. Now my concept is pretty clear. Is there anything else that I can do to improve myself?
For an overall, holistic development of the student, our visionary founder president of NES and SVB Group of Institutions, Dr. R. Varadarajan Sir, has set up an efficient system management under which we constantly upgrade ourselves in keeping with the changing trends in the educational sector. As a student, the ones is on you to take advantage by participating enthusiastically in all academic and co-curricular activities.
Thank you so much, teacher. You have clarified my doubts, and I assure you that henceforth, I will strive hard to become an ideal student. I am very fortunate to study in such a school that focuses on the overall development of a student's personality and turns out world leaders. Once again, I express my gratitude to all my teachers for their guidance and motivation. So, to become an ideal student, one needs to be fully conscious of his duties and responsibilities. An ideal student should be an embodiment of simple living and high thinking. He is fearless and bold enough to face the trials and tribulations of life. An ideal student lives in accordance with the rules of discipline. Qualities of an ideal student are frank, sincere, honesty, brave, punctual, selfless, kind, and leader. Habits of an ideal student are love for knowledge, a good listener, concentration, enjoy learning, don't delay work, ask questions, if they miss their class, they try to cope up very fast, they don't ignore others' knowledge, and are active in the class.
Ways to become an ideal student: studying and learning efficiently, being organized, being attentive in class, doing your homework.
Thank you.